as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. Taken about 7 yards deep. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Left side here to Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
3 at the 11-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal from the 6. Now this time, Wentz will throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Jalen Hurts his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And that'll bring up second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
For Terry McLaurin, incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 11 at the 41. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Ball carry.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. But the good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
It's the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Single slot. Q26.
Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Wentz. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Into the red zone. Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wentz on the give to Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Washington 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of it?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's what I'm talking about. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
That's what it is.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 53
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Down and 10.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 13. Check 13.
Play action. Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
42's the mark. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. Hey, Mike's 42. Yo.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got him. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarter.
That's caught inside the 20.
I need to get my swag right
Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 35, Washington 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Miles Sanders.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Wentz going to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
He'll take over first.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 42. 42. Watch the screen.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. and instead it works opposite.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Leonard Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's the end of the
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
56.
On play action, Wentz. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 34. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Matt Ioannidis able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's 2nd down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. of 36.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action with Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Move. We got 3, fellas. We got 4. No.
From the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 10-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards.
There and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
28-yard gain.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Miles Sanders.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
At the 46.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.